Hey everybody, this is Steven or Husky to Healthy on YouTube. This is my fourth attempt to do this, so the sound hasn't worked a couple of times and then it got cut off later on, so I'm just going to try to make this brief. Haven't vlogged in a couple of weeks, mainly because I've been trying to go through this house buying process and been really stressed out and focusing on that, so I haven't been really working out or even really eating correctly, but on the good side, I've kind of maintained the weight that I'm at right now. Had my vertical gastric sleeve in May 2011, May 5th. Today is September 24th, 2011. So, in a little over 4 months, I've lost about 75 pounds. Things are going really, really well. Unless you know me, you don't know that I've never really been an athlete or sporty or going out and played ball. Always the last kid to be picked for games and stuff like that, and always felt self-conscious about that. And found out about this event that was going to come up called Beach Palooza that's done by Warriors Dash, and basically it is a 5K run with 10 obstacles within the run, and they're fun obstacles. And I got my friend Donna to sign up for me, and I was never worried about completing it. I was more worried about my time, and I finally was just like, you know what, this is just going to be like an adult romper room. I'm going to go. Donna was more concerned about it. She kept on saying, just because you can do your 35 minutes on your elliptical doesn't mean that you're ready and prepared for it. And I'm like, no, I'm totally ready for it. And she got a couple of friends to join up, went down there. The beach is not my thing, don't like the sand, don't like the sun, and we got everything signed up. We were supposed to be the 2:30 run, wound up being a little bit late, did the 3 o'clock run, and the first 2.5K was all just a straight run, no obstacles. And I went off at a good pace the first part of it, and then I was like, my friend Donna was so far back, I kind of walked back to where she was because I wanted to do it with her. And we kept on walking, got to the halfway point, had some water, and then the obstacles started. And they were kind of fun, silly little obstacles for the most part, like pushing through these jungle of mats. The next one was like pushing through a jungle of these foam tube things that were hanging down. Then it was a leap, kind of hurdle jumps. Then the next one was tower leaps, which is basically these plywood or thick wood platforms that they have, and you get up on the first stool and then you jump to the other ones, and the other ones kind of sway and give a little bit, not too much, but just enough to hold your weight. And man, I just was like booked it to boogie. I just was like boom, 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 boom. But the very last one, I was expecting to give a little bit, and that one's stable like the first one. And so when I hit it, my knees bent to accommodate for the swing, and it didn't sway, and so I wound up like eating it in the sand. But yeah, it was okay. There was a web rope crawl, and that was pretty high. I'm not scared of heights, but it's not my favorite either. The two best parts of it were the very last two. The ninth one was leaping over two fire pits, which was really, really cool. And then the last one was jumping into an Arctic pool. Now, granted, we did the 3 o'clock one, but they started at 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, it started off with pools filled with ice and water. And I'm sure that would have been really, really miserable to jump into, but it was a great day, 80 degrees, the sun was overcast a little bit. So after all that walking in that sand, it just felt great to jump into that cold ice water. And so I did it twice. I forgot my cap came off and went into the water, so I went back, and I went back in the cold water. And I was really glad that I did it. I had a great time. My friend Donna even said she had a good time. She's going to do it next year with me. She's going to give up smoking and try to do it because she didn't do a couple of the obstacles. But, we all do what we can, and she did good. I mean, she can do spin class for almost an hour. I can only do 5 minutes, so we all have our strengths. And I'm just real glad that I did it, and I feel real accomplished with myself, or real proud of my accomplishments. And afterwards we went to go eat, and Donna rewarded herself with the chocolate cake, and I didn't have any of it, you know. because, I'm an athlete, and even though training's over with, I got to stay in shape. No, actually, the real reason was because of the 2 beers I had beforehand to celebrate rather than chocolate cake. Chocolate versus beer, I'm going to choose the beer. But had a great time. So glad I did it. I'm going to try to do some more stuff like that. Unfortunately, I have iffy knees, and so doing a marathon or triathlon probably would be very, very difficult for me. So this was right along the lines that I needed to do. And if you ever have a chance to do something like this, go out there, have fun, get some friends, get dressed up crazy, and go have a blast. Because it was great. It was an almost perfect day, and I'm so glad that I did it. I could have probably done it before my weight loss surgery, but I would have just walked the whole thing. It felt really good that, out of the 4 people that we were with, I was probably one of the better prepared as far as like the endurance for it, and it made me feel really good. And so that's about it. Again, this is Steven, or Husky to Healthy, and I hope you all have a great week, and I will talk to you later on. Bye.